Today we're going to be checking out a game called Infindustry, a kind of base building, crafting, automation game. It was a very unique style. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's start a new game. This is my test world where I had to try out a couple of things, get familiar with the functionality. And this here is the map generator. So we can click this to a different world seed. I think the original was 8553, so we can go back to that probably. Yeah, there you go. That's the map we just looked at. That's brilliant. So you can share world seeds with each other, which is nice. We have a nice river here going into a bit of a lake. And then here we have some permanent resources. I'm not really sure if I remember correctly. This is iron, I think. This is crystals. This is gold. There's also coal somewhere. There's coal up there. And then we have some finite resources, such as, oh, what is this? I don't know what that is. That could be clay, maybe? I have no idea. I haven't seen that before. So we have berries, we have cotton, we have wood, and we have stone. And there are finite resources. And this is our starting building. So we can, this map actually looks pretty good to start with. I like it. So what we could do is we could start right here and then use our placement for our building to say where we want to start. So yeah, let's do it this way around. There we go, boom. And let's play on this map. And here we go. So this is the map that you just saw when in the map generator. We have the river here, we have the little lake here on the end. And you can zoom in really, really close and even tilt the camera with the right mouse to get really close in on the action to see how the people are doing. On the top bar right here, we have certain resources that you can pin to the top bar. By default, you have pinned research points, reputation rank 2, 3, and 1, the happiness, and your housing space, available housing space, and your available workers. Now, to place a worker, the workers are key to everything. You're gonna need to click on crafting a worker. So down here, you have a hotkey, a shortcut list of items to craft, but then you have the full list of items that you can currently craft in the build menu, and you can see a lot of them are locked. So you have categories for transport, village resources, production, and combat. So I haven't experienced combat yet, but I believe there is attacks on your village or something. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't seen that yet. So workers, or the peons, they're your initial way of using resources, but I believe that there is then conveyor belts. Yeah, look at this. Conveyor up, conveyor down, conveyor bin, conveyor branch. This is amazing. And even rails? Oh, wow. So it's like kind of a mini version of Factorio, like, you know, a simplified version of Factorio as well, which is nice. Okay, so let's start by placing our peons down. We have 4 available, so we can place them all 4 here. The limit of workers is based on how many houses you have. We're going to get to that in a second. So what I can do now is I can give my worker commands. So I can tell my worker, hey, I want you to go and pick up a tree. So we'll go and harvest a tree. And then I can tell him what to do with it. I want him, for example, to deliver to the headquarters. So all resources have to go into the headquarters. When you build anything, only whatever you have in your headquarters will be able to be used. So if you have a warehouse somewhere else, that won't be accessed. Now, our peon here is working for what to do with it. He has a piece of wood in his hand. So we can either right-click here on the building and tell him to deliver it here, or we can tell him to go and get wood and drag it over to the warehouse or to the headquarters and tell it, hey, I want you to deliver it here. Now, this guy will just go to and fro, to and fro. We'll go to the next tree, and keep chopping away, chopping away. What is this? It's stone. Oh, wow. I don't think we can access that with... Oh, we can? That is pretty insane. That is so awesome. It's an infinite resource. But rather than using an infinite resource of stone, I think we should move all these guys yet. And I'm assuming at some point we can automate that. So let's tell him to do this. Let's start a fresh slate. Here we go. And do this. Now we're going to tell the other 2 workers to do the same. Go to some stones. And our friend here, we're going to tell to get some wood. We can see here, on this is our complete inventory of our headquarters. We can see we have 4 available housing spaces available still. And then we can see the stone and the wood building up here. If you right-click, you can add those resources to your bar as well. So anything you're interested in to keep track of, you can add to your bar. This is a really cool feature. So I can just right-click then if I'm not interested any longer. All these items, you can right-click to remove. Say we're not interested anymore to see that. but I am. So we're going to add it back in. And I'm also interested in currently, because it's the main resources we need for everything, I'm interested in wood and stone, or logs and stone. Where are they again? There we go. Brilliant. So I can see now, while I'm doing anything on the map, you know, that these guys are still working away. So we should probably have some guys picking up some berries. So what we're going to do is we're going to build some houses. We need 5 stone and 5 logs to build a house. So let's build our first house. And we can't put a second house yet, but that gives us 2 more workers. Or actually, yeah, 2 more workers. Now we can tell these 2 workers to go and get berries. Now there was cotton nearby as well. I think this is the closest cotton we have. Is there any cotton closer here on that side? I don't think so. Okay, so let's get another house. There we go. Let's put 2 more workers on the map and tell those guys to get us some cotton. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Now this is the basic resources covered, but how we're going to process from here is that we have a research tree. Well, it's not really a tree. It's like, well, it is a tree because some research can't be done until you research other things. So the things you see in gray here, like for example, roads, we need to research transport first and masonry. And I have our headquarters at level 2. Currently, our headquarters is at level 1, but if we have 50 planks, we can upgrade it to level 2. But to unlock items with research, we need reputation ranks. And this is where these houses come in, which is a really clever feature, is that the houses have an inventory. And this inventory, if you provide any of those resources to this house, it converts one of those resources into a reputation rank. Now, if you want to know more about what each building does, you can just go into the build menu. You can also open that with B instead of clicking on the icon. And you hover over what you're interested in this case, the house, and it will tell you increases the worker limit and consumes delivered items to generate reputation and happiness. Upgrade this building to increase the worker limit and consumption rate. You can bring resources in here. Now, I don't want to use any of my finite resources, but you can see water is one of the resources here that it consumes. And to figure out where water is, we can use that info button. So here we can search for any resources and say water. Oh, water comes from wells. It generates 1 reputation and 1 happiness. Let's go into our build menu and see if we can already build a well. It's a resource. Excellent. 10 stone, 5 logs. So let's put it right here. And tell one of our peons, let's build another house if we can. And now we can put 2 more workers down. And we can tell one of them to go to the water and then bring it to the house. Now the way this works is that this guy will now collect the water from the well. He will wait until it's generated, then he picks it up, then he will bring it to a house. But you see it stores 1 extra water, and when he picks up the next one and goes back, the next water can't be stored in the house because there's already 1 there. So he goes to the different house and starts putting it in there. And he can put 1 more into the backup there of this house, and then he has to go back here. You can see it's now finished. It's converting 1 water into 1 reputation. And now if we want to unlock more buildings in our research, we can see that we need 10 reputations. 10 reputations, we need 100 reputations for conveyors, and so on and so on. And then we need higher reputation ranks of higher levels to unlock other things like the railway or animal husbandry. There's fishing, there's farming, there's cooking. It's absolutely insane the amount of stuff that you can, apparently, that's implied that you can do in this game. I don't know how much is in this game during early access, but it looks fantastic so far. Our guys are working away. They're doing a great job. However, they're very slow in doing so. So what we can do is we can build roads to make them move faster. And even cross water if we build them across water. But to get roads, we're going to need to research that. So let's have a look at our research tree and see transport. We need 10 reputation ranks and 20 stones. So now that we have a good amount of wood and a good amount of stone, we can actually check out if we can research the transport. There we go. And we have 34 research as well, or reputation. So let's click that. There we go. And now it spent 10 reputation ranks and 20 stone. There we go. And now we should be able to build roads. Transport, wooden roads. We can also make wooden stairs to allow them to reach higher roads. and areas. Very nice. So there we go. Roads. Now what we can do is we can basically make a road all the way across here. Actually, let's build a road here and then right across here. We have that house actually a little closer. So let's see if we can easily remodel these. Do we get resources back? 37 wood, 28 stone. You get the resources back. 37 and 20. That is amazing. You get the resources back. That is so cool. So now we can say, no, I actually wanted the house here, but I want it to be a little bit further away. So that way we can build our roads kind of centered, I guess. There we go. Beautiful. Look at our minions and peons and workers. All the same thing. Work away. Very nice. I love that you can zoom in so close. Have a good snoop around. Watch them all work. Break a sweat. Doing your bidding. Absolutely love it. Now, we can't automate anything yet. We don't have any conveyor belts. But what is the next thing? The next thing would be, I guess, to make wooden planks, possibly. So let's see what we have to research. Logistics gives us a warehouse. Actually, let's see what logistics. To research these things first would be good. So we need 20 wood. And then we can do logistics, which gives us a warehouse. The warehouse can store a limited number of items, upgraded to increase the capacity and number of conveyor ports. So I'm assuming what you would do is like build a warehouse near where the resources are so that everything can be really quickly transferred into the warehouse. And then you can use your conveyors to send it into your main headquarters. And then we have also education, which we need paper for. So let's have a look and see how we make paper. Paper is made in a workshop with water and wood. So how do we get a workshop unlocked? Engineering is a workshop. Engineering. So we can actually research engineering as well. Oh, we can do sewing as well. Clothier. Oh. I mean, yeah, let's do it. It's 5 research and 10 cotton. We're not using cotton for anything else. So what is a clothier for? It's production, I guess. Oh, for that we need stone blocks. And to make stone blocks, we need a masonry. I guess. Let me see. Foundry, food mill, stonemason. We need planks for that. So yeah, I think planks is naturally the next thing to get into from a crafting perspective. What do we need to get farms? Yeah, we also need planks for that. And fields, we don't need planks. That would be great because then we can grow things like cotton to make... no, not paper, but cloth, I guess, is made from cotton. So, and we have a limited amount of resources of cloth on the map. So it would be good to get some cloth fields, I guess. So how do we unlock fields? Let's follow that rabbit hole. Farming, there we go. It requires 20 water, 5 reputation, and then we can make a farm in a field. That is awesome. So what we can do is get another house down here. And then we can also make a little bit of a road, I guess. Beautiful. And now we have 2 more workers available. Let's put them here. And then build another well. And I would even say put the well right here, basically. That should be enough. And then we can use these guys to collect the water and put it into our warehouse because we need 20 water. I think we have enough resources now to research farming. Oh, fishing as well. That's very... Oh, requires a lot of reputation and research points. So let's unlock farming. There we go. And now we should be able to make fields and farms. Now, farms we need planks. So if we put a field in... Would it make sense to put a field right here? I mean, just for testing. So that way it's close by. Okay, this is how we can get into the field. Now, what do we want to put on the field? I would say cotton. For that, we need 1 water, 2 rank of reputation. Is it reputation? Yeah, reputation ranks. And what is that bag? Let me see. Fertilizer. Where do we get fertilizer from? It's from a ranch. Oh, of course, animals. Yes. It's optional. Okay, let's head here. take water and bring it here. So nothing is happening here. The field allows you to add a command to grow the selected plant. Nearby farms will harvest from the field. Fertilizer is optional but improves growth. So do we need a farm before we can do anything with the field? I mean, it looks like it. Yeah, this might not work until we have a farm. And to make a farm, we're gonna need 10 planks. And to get planks, we need a woodworker. Woodworking is unlocked with, oh, we have that 20 wood and 60 reputation. Let's do it. Bam, there we go. So now we can make the woodworker. Let's put it right here. Let's pick up planks, and that is what we're gonna do, planks. But we need to deliver wood to that. Okay, so what I want you to do is, I want you to go here, pick up logs, then I want you to bring them here, and then I want you to collect planks and bring them here. So now he will wait for the wood to be completed, and then he will pick up the plank and go. Okay, we have plenty of planks now, and we still have stone, so let's try to make a farm. Now, the farm has a circumference area, so if I build the farm here, then we're gonna have to build the farm within its reach. So now we have 3 fields, and we can use one of the workers that delivers wood and assign them to send water from here to here. And let's say we want cotton here. Now, how does the water... Oh, production. Cotton. Oh, does it automatically now produce cotton based on what we have assigned here? So, oh, look at this. It's automatically now producing based on the inventory we have here. Oh, this is how it works. So we don't actually touch the fields at all. Now, one thing I don't know if that is a thing yet, or if that is something you unlock later, is there's no limits to be set. So this game is obviously still in early access. So say, for example, I want this guy to say, I want you to deliver water until there's like, say, 10. And then I want you to ignore that step, but I want you to continuously check. Because in the moment, what happens is, if we say, for example, 10 is the max and we need you to bring water, if we don't use that water up, he will just stand there with the water. So look at what happens. If he gets the water now, he will stand there now until this is finished, which probably is the right timing now. Yeah, you can see he's waiting there. So I wonder if there would be a way where it would be smart enough. Yeah, there you go. He's stuck now because he can't finish the cycle. Yeah, it would be good if it would be smart enough to have the commands done in a way that you could say, well, if you don't need water, just keep collecting cotton, you know, so that it's that you can build in some logical switches maybe into these commands. Now that we have a constant supply of cotton, though, the next thing that we potentially want to do, though, is the sewing, which we already unlocked. So let's see if we can do a production clothier. Oh, yeah. We need the stone block for that. And for the stone block, we need the stone mason. But to unlock the masonry, we need to unlock logistics first. So let's unlock that. So we have logistics unlocked. Now we can unlock the masonry. And that should hopefully unlock now the stonemason. There we go. And now we can put a stonemason here. Ah, it doesn't fit. Let's put the stonemason. Oh, it doesn't fit here either. Okay, sure. Let's put it right here. Now, right now, I'm not using any of these exit slots because that's for conveyor belts, I'm assuming. So let's see. What do we tell you to generate? We want you to generate stone blocks. Okay, so now what we need to do is get one of you guys that's collecting wood. And why don't you collect stone into here? So there's an infinite amount of stone right here. So this should be great. You should never run out. That's beautiful. And now that we have 3 there, it's collecting stone. That is brilliant. So we could have a conveyor belt eventually set up here that just continuously feeds stone. until it's full, but we're not wasting a human worker resource on it, so it's fine if the conveyor belt doesn't move until it needs more stone. But then we have the manual worker until we have conveyor belts for that side as well to continuously extract everything. Okay, so in the moment it's a bit more micromanagement. Now let's see if that works. Yeah, rather than having one worker waiting constantly for stone to be delivered, I told him, have a stone, bring it there, but not infinitely. And then I said, harvest more stone, bring it here. Harvest a third stone and bring it here, because this needs 3 stones to make a stone block. And then I told him to, after delivering the last stone, wait for the stone block basically, and then bring the stone block to deliver it to the headquarters and then start again. So which means now he's waiting for the stone block to be created. So I'd rather have him wait than having 2 workers. And using that stone resource is great, because obviously it doesn't run out. So there you go. And now he's going back and starting his cycle again. That is actually brilliant. I like that. Okay, we now can build a clothier. We can put it right here, I guess. And does that fit another path here, or is that connected theoretically? Let me see. Transport, wooden road. Ah, there we go. Excellent. Okay, so now this we want to produce. Oh, cloth. Okay, cloth is made from 2 cotton. Excellent. So now what we need is 2 cotton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the... Actually, I'm going to take this guy here. Go here. Pick up cotton. Bring it over here. Then go back here again. Pick up another cotton. Bring it here. Then go here. Pick up the cloth. And bring it into the warehouse. And then start the cycle all over again. Oh, that is not cloth. That is paper. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's paper what I'm looking at. So this is cloth. I think I'm making the wrong thing. I think I needed paper, but that doesn't matter. Cloth is also something we needed. Anyway, I think I mixed up paper and cloth right now. I wanted to... Yeah, I wanted to unlock research, and that was paper, but I thought for some reason that was cloth. It's just the way it's rolled and everything. So, yeah, that's my mistake. So I crafted the wrong thing. But... I don't think it will hurt. Well, we'll wait for the stone and for the... Well, we have stone, but waiting for the stone block so we can actually make the workshop. What I think we should do is first unlock the workshop in the research, which is engineering, so we can do that. But then what I would like to do is use the planks we have and actually upgrade our headquarters. And let's see what that is all about. Hold to upgrade. Bam! Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, it has 4 outputs now for later on. That is sweet. Now that we have done that, we can upgrade it with 50 stone blocks. I don't want to do that. But now that it's upgraded, we can build more houses, which is awesome. A house here and another house right here, which gives us another 4 workers. And now that we have that infinite stone portal here, it would be great to get at least another 2 workers collecting stone, and I think they can all go here at the same time. I don't think there's any limit. Yeah, I don't think any of them is waiting. They're just all powering away. That is awesome. Okay, now we can make the workshop that I think can produce paper. So let's see where we can place it. Yeah, it will destroy some trees, but that's okay, I guess. Let's put it here because I don't think we'll destroy any trees here. There we go. Very nice. And now we can tell the workshop to produce paper. Now for that it needs 1 water and 1 wood. So what we can do now is we can take one of the workers we just assigned fresh to do wood and say I want you to get wood, put it in here. Then I want you to get water, put it in here. And then I want you to get paper and bring it into the warehouse. Now, hopefully that will do exactly now that. There we go. And now we have paper. Oh, it's 2 paper actually. Okay, in that case, we have to tell him to go back here again, get the other paper and bring it to the warehouse. So we're now at the stage where we actually researched everything that we can research that doesn't require research points. except for the education. So we have to wait for 4 more papers. He's just delivering the last one, the 6th one. So we have to wait for 4 more papers, and then once we have education unlocked, that will unlock the institute, and the institute then will be able to generate, I think it's a production, the institute. How can we, oh, there we go, it is a village item. So the research institute generates research points to be used in unlocking new technology. So it looks like it's just generating research points, similar to potentially how houses do it. So you deliver certain raw resources to it. Like the house, you deliver, yeah, you can see the input is like water, logs, and here the input is, oh, books. What? How do we craft books? Well, at least I think that's a book. Oh, it is. Oh, no way. It's part of the workshop. That is crazy. So, if we look at the workshop right now, the workshop is making paper, but I guess we can also tell it to make a book. And it takes 2 paper. That is insane. That is awesome. So that means the guy who's delivering the paper... We're not going to do this right now because it will steal the paper. So the guy who's delivering the paper, we can simply leave the paper in here, wait for the book to be crafted, and then he can wait for the book and deliver the book into the institute, and the institute then can generate the research. Okay, so now that we have 10 paper, let's research education. There we go. And that was the last thing. Now to do anything else, we do need research points. Okay, so what do we need to build an institute? We need 10 more stone blocks. Okay, that's no problem. Oh, look, we can actually increase this now. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I see. Look at this. You see that? You see that? Any worker we don't assign to anything, we can use here to increase the speed of things. That is amazing. Okay, can we build more houses? There we go. So now we have another 2 spare, so we can assign another 2 here. 2.5 the speed. Okay, here comes the 3rd stone, I think. Yeah. And now he's crafting. Oh, look at the speed! This is amazing. But it's at the cost of another 5, is it? Let me see. Yeah, another 5. Okay, so that is how that works. I'm glad I figured that out because I was wondering, how does it know? How does it assign those workers? Let's build the institute. Oh yeah, let's put it right here. Bam. Look at that beauty. Okay, so now we need to give it a book, and to give it a book we need the papers. So what we need to do now is get Charlie over here to pick up the last paper so that we have a clear production queue. And then once he is finished delivering that, let's see, we're going to cancel the last 2 steps. There we go. Now we want you to bring wood, we want you to bring water. The water gets delivered to here. Then I want you to go and pick up cloth and deliver it to here. And then I want you to wait here to finish, to get the book. And then I want you to bring the book over here. That is how it's going to work. Look at this now. So this is going to craft the paper. Now it's crafting the book. And I'm going to assign the last 3 here so that's a bit faster. So we will have basically the book now delivered to here. And this will now produce research points. Now these research points go in here. I don't think they have to be picked up. They will just basically generate it. Yes, that is awesome. Now the next thing here we can see is in automation is we have a food market which can take in items like water, food items, and then distribute them to houses automatically. So it's a bit like the farm that has a catchment area And then instead of having our 4 settlers continuously running water between houses, we're gonna have one single food market taking over the distribution, and all we need is 2 settlers probably between 2 wells constantly delivering water to the food store. And that will probably cover the same amount of houses, between 6 and 11, it depends sometimes how quickly the water regenerates, between 6 and 11 automatically. That is amazing. And then, as it says here, once we upgrade a house, it can only accept the level 2 items to make reputation rank 2 resources, which then can be automated by the general store. So once we, for example, create a lot of books or a lot of tools or a lot of clothes, I guess, as you can see there, we can use them to deliver them to the houses, to the level 2 houses, and they will generate the blue reputation. And then the luxury items is the same. Once we know how to make gold rings and brooches and whatever, bracelets, we can deliver them to the level 3 upgraded houses to make level 3 reputation ranks. That is amazing. I love this. It's definitely very addictive. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys had a good time with the episode. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming.